Okay, my last video got okay. My last video got stopped because my memory or whatever. But anyways, but it's about my worst first day. I was on YouTube watching videos, and sorry my videos aren't edited. And I'm not gonna lie and say I've been busy because I haven't. I haven't. So yeah, if you guys like tell me like what I should use, then I'll give it a try. But anyways, yeah, I really don't go on a lot of dates because I don't know, I'm not mean or anything. I'm just not that type of person. Honestly, a lot of people don't ask me out on dates, but except for like weirdos. Oh, weirdos. Sorry, weirdos, but you don't get any love. I turn this TV. But anyways, so the day me and my boyfriend broke up, this boy that I talked to like in the past asked me for a second chance. I'm just like no. Like I'm just like no, like really no. But then shortly after I told him no, my boyfriend had texted me like he wanted to break up. I know via text. It sucked a lot. At first I thought it was just a joke, but it wasn't. But anyways, so I was like, I guess I'll go on this date. And we were supposed to be giving, we supposed to be going on it like at 4. And when he got off work, so I'm just like, okay, hit me up or whatever. So, he was like, oh, my mom's not trying to let me get the car or whatever. So I'm just like, well, okay, that's cool. So my friend, Corey, well, why am I giving out names? My friend came and picked me up. And we went to his house because, you know, I kind of needed a friend that day. So we was just chilling. And then the boy called me and was like, oh, she let me get the car. And I'm just like, oh, well, I'm at my friend's house. And then he like, oh, where do they stay? And I told him, he like, oh, wow, that's like literally right down the street from me. And I'm just like, cool. So he like, do you still want to go? And I'm just like, why not? He's attractive, but his personality just makes him not attractive. Like, he's cute, but not anymore to me because, long story. But anyways, so when he got there, he called me like, I'm outside. I'm just like, okay. So I went outside, and then my friend wanted to meet him. So I'm just like, okay, come outside with me. Then my friend opened up the door for me to get in when he should have been doing it or something. And I got in the car, and he's just like, hey. I was like, hey. And I'm like, oh, this is my friend. And he's like, oh, hey. And he's like, hey. And my friend says, oh, yeah, have fun. I'm just all right. So I had to run home and get my money because I didn't grab anything. I just left because it's like I wasn't expecting to do anything. I'm just out of it in head. So we went to my house, and I got my bag and everything. And he's like, yeah, no one's here. We could have got a quickie in or something. I'm just like, what? Excuse me? I was like, what? And then he hits my behind. I'm just like, probably should have ended there. You know, I'm already at home. I probably should have just been like, yeah, okay, see you later. Like, catch you later. Bye. But I'm just like, no. Like, for one, I'm a virgin. So it's just like, why would you even think, what? And then 2 is just like, what? Like, the whole thing is just like, what? So, anyways, kind of much time. So, anyways, we end up leaving. Then it's like, we was gonna go to the mall, like the theater in the mall, but I'm just like, our stupid mall. This is when Ted first came out. Our stupid mall is like, on the weekend, starting on Friday. You can't get into the movies if you're under 18 unless you with like someone that's over 21, and I'm under 18, so I'm like, can't go there. And plus we already suggested to go somewhere else, but with the time frame we was like, let's go somewhere closer. So we ended up going to this further movie theater, and he was just okay, but he didn't know how to get there. We had the GPS the whole way there, and I'm just like, okay. But, like, it was cool. You know, I like long drives at night. It was nice. But, yeah, the only good part about the date was, when we was in the car, and we was singing Justin Bieber. And I'm just like, oh my god, I love Justin Bieber. And I'm like, if you could sing one Justin Bieber song with me, like, you're perfect. Like, you're perfect for me. I don't know. But, like, and it was something from his Believe album. So I'm just like, you know, Justin Bieber's coming in October, so I'm just like, we're gonna go together. Well, not anymore, but yeah. So we got to the movies. He parks like far as hell, so I'm just like, okay. It was kind of packed at the movies too. So then we walk. We get up there, and we kind of like a bit too late for Ted. And I'm not a big fan of 3D movies. Neither one of us are, so we don't want to go see that. So we end up seeing that Medea Witness program movie. I really don't. Medea movies are okay, I guess. But so that movie had already started. So we went in there. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, when I first got in the car, he was like, "I see your titties are sitting pretty," and I'm like, then he touched them, and I'm like, okay, ew. I'm just like, what? I was just like, okay, you didn't have to touch me. You didn't. So, we got in there. We're back at the movies now. And, yeah, we buy it. And then it's just like, he took my money and paid for us. So it's just like, what? Like, why aren't you paying for us? I would have paid for us, but that, I'm just like, yeah, so he gave me the money he had, but then it's basically like I spotted him $2. So I'm just like, what? So then, like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I sound like I was just like, just look in the mirror, like, so he's at the door. Are you gonna come out? And I'm just like, yeah. So I came out and we started to the movie there, and he's like trying to hold hands. I'm like, I don't want to hold hands, and he's just like, why? And I'm like, I don't want to hold hands. So then we get in the theater, it's like no seats, and it's like awkward. So we sit like way up high or something. I'm just like, okay. And we're just sitting there, and then it's just like, we're just watching the movie. You can't really talk during the movie. So he's trying to hold my hand again. I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of weird. So he was just like, well, whatever. I'm not going to keep getting dissed by you. And I'm just like, okay. So then I had like my feet up and then like kind of open, because I'm not very ladylike. So I wasn't sitting with my legs all crossed like this and all that. So I'm like, yeah. And then he kind of like, boop, boop, like in between my legs. And I'm just like, okay, this is just be getting too much. I'm just like, okay, don't touch me. Like, and he's like, you're so loud. And I'm like, okay, don't touch me. So then we're just still sitting there. Then he whispers, I'm kind of hungry. And I'm just like, well, I hope you don't think I'm going to buy you any of this high-ass theater food. Yeah, I'm not going to buy you any food. And I'm just like, oh. He like, let's go to Wendy's. I'm just like, you don't have any money. And he like, I'll pay you back. I'm just like, no. So, but we end up not even staying for the whole movie. It was stupid. So we just left. And I was kind of disappointed because it's like, I paid, what? Money and didn't even get to watch the whole movie. I paid more than what I paid for a regular ticket. I'm paying like the amount of a 3D ticket and didn't even get to finish watching the movie. So I'm like kind of mad. Like, I'm spending my money and I'm spending my money plus extra and didn't even get to finish watching the movie. So I'm just kind of mad. He got all ears. Are you coming? And I'm just like, just take me home. So then we get in the car and he like, oh, my friends are at Pizza Shuttle. Do you want to go to Pizza Shuttle? I'm like, no, I don't know your friends. And I'm starving though. And I'm just like, oh, he like, they have pizza. I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to just come up, hi guys, grab a slice of pizza? Like, no. And I'm not, no, why am I going anywhere with your friends? So it could become awkward, basically. You talking to them, and I'm just like, so how are those Packers or something? And so we get in the car, and yeah, I just don't want to go. So then this girl texts him like, oh, hey babe, what are you doing? And it's just like, because, you know, it was listening to Pandora, and it kind of, like, goes down when you pick up, when the phone vibrates or whatever. And he just constantly kept texting her, and I'm just, like, get me home now. So then, like, at every stoplight, he, like, in my face, and I'm like, I'm not going to kiss you. And he, like, come on. I'm like, no thanks. So then we finally get in front of my house, and I'm, like, about to get out of the car, and he's like, I'm just like, good night. And then he's God, man, alright, just okay, bye. And then I'm just like, do you really want to kiss? And he's like, you know, I was being more lenient because I don't even know what made me go on this date. I had just got freshly out of a relationship, so it's just like, I don't understand what encouraged me to do this. But then I'm like, you want a kiss? So I like gave him one, but it was the worst kiss of my life. And I'm just like, damn, that makes me really miss my boyfriend now. No more good kisses. I was just like, okay, and got out the car. It was seriously a bad kiss, like, yuck. So that was my worst date, and he just texted me like not too long ago, but I'm not gonna reply. And then he said, "Do you know how?" Question mark. Do I know how? What? But I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna go there. Just gonna leave it alone. He's a really jerk. He's a big jerk. Oh, and then the next day, I went to this bonfire and he happened to be there because he asked me was I going. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to their bonfire because mutual friends or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going. And like the whole time, this girl was sitting on his lap and I'm just like, okay, didn't you just take me to the movies yesterday? Like I know we aren't dating, but damn. And then it's just like, then you gave me that badass kiss, like just being lenient because most people say I have too much self-control. This one guy said I had to be gay because I wasn't trying to kiss him or anything while we were talking. It's just like, okay, no, I don't just kiss anybody, like, not even when I'm drunk. So it's just like, I'm not gay. So I was just like, oh, that's great. You took me on a date yesterday. Now she's sitting on your lap and you guys are like glued. And it was the same girl texting, babe. Oh, my brother's here. So, yeah, that was my worst day. And I just throwing this with no pants because it's late. So, thanks. Bye.